class. Today's topic is one that is very extremely complex, but it's also a topic I'm extremely passionate about. Today's topic is human trafficking. It's like I said, very complex topic, and it's very broad, so I'm going to try to narrow it down and give all the details and facts that I need to get up just really quickly. But okay, so for starters off, I'm going to define human trafficking. Human trafficking, it can be defined simply as the buying and selling of a person. Treating someone like merchandise, treating someone like cattle. You go into a store, you buy, and it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. That is what human trafficking is, except applied to humans. Now, before you get started on the topic, you'll be like, hold on, how old are you, like 19? What do you think you're doing talking to us about human trafficking? What do you know? Well, my credibility is up to three things. My mom heads an organization in our city back in Torrevieja, which is rescuing girls who are trafficked. So she's got the police involved, and our mayor in our city knows it, so she's like the president or / leader, whatever you want to call it, of our human trafficking organization in Torrevieja. Second, because of that, I've been able to go out with her on her missions, and I've talked to victims of human trafficking. That's been really important for me to see that, so I can tell you from firsthand what it's like. And third, my sister almost got trafficked. So, yeah. Those are the reasons why I'm incredible in this topic. Okay, so I'm going to talk about why does it happen. Okay, you're like, okay, for starters, why does this happen? Well, there's a lot of reasons why it happens. But the first one, can anybody guess? Can anybody guess?
Money.
Bingo, money. Money is what makes the world go round. And so in human trafficking, there's a lot of money. Obviously, I want to show you this slide. Right? This is how much estimated number of slaves in the world today. There are more slaves in the world today than there was during the Civil War.
Oh my God.
Yes, this is taken from the CNN News research. So, yeah. Oh, also before I get started, how it's divided up. 46 of it was prostitution, 27 domestic servitude, agriculture, faculties, miscellaneous. A lot of reasons for trafficking. There's so many. Children sell their parents. Parents sell their children. Child labor. Also, there's trafficking. Believe it or not, there's trafficking for organs. They'll buy somebody so you can use their organs. It's disgusting. But because 46% of it is prostitution, that is kind of where I'm going in this topic. Don't worry, it's not going to be crazy. This is what I want to show you. Money. $32 billion for illegal drugs. $15.5 billion for trafficking. That's what's brought into our countries, industrialized countries. This is also from the CNN News report, so we all know. So that's money is one of the major reasons. Another reason exactly would be being vulnerable. Just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. The surroundings you have can make you being a victim of human trafficking. It can be poverty. In poor countries, people are poor. They have nothing, so they're easy victims. Traffickers are like, oh, we can get this person. Nobody cares about them. They're poor. Nobody cares. Another one is searching for love. Teenagers in Europe at schools. Oh, I'm insecure. I don't know. This nice guy comes talk to me. You got a victim of human trafficking right there. Misplaced trust. A lot of times you will not believe how many times someone's trafficked by their relative. You do not know your relatives, and it's just crazy. And lastly, well, not lastly, third is demand. There's a demand for human trafficking. There's a demand for prostitution. You have clients, and that's why it's still going on. You're like, okay, so why is it going on? That's why, because that's the way the world runs. So there's always going to be a demand. And lastly is unawareness. People are unaware that human trafficking happens. They know what human trafficking is, but they're unaware. And actually, I took a survey of 10 HEC students, and actually I was quite surprised because out of my survey, only 2 said that, oh, well, yeah, probably it's not going to happen to us. Everybody else was like, yeah, I know it's going to happen to me, which even makes me personally more saddened because what are you doing about it? If you know that's possible and that it can happen and it's happening, what are you doing about it? There's nothing, people aren't doing anything about this. So that was my survey results. Different reasons for human trafficking happens. There's so many reasons. But I'll just mention a few. First, false jobs. In countries, people
5 minutes
are
is
poor, and they'll be looking through advertisements in newspapers for jobs just to get something for their family. And in an advertisement, in a newspaper, online, wherever it is, they'll be like, here's a job, come over to our country, we'll pay your plane ticket, we'll pay your flight, we'll get you a little apartment, you can be a babysitter, you can be a dance teacher, you can be whatever you want. Well, we got a job for you. Or you can pick lemons or pick oranges, because we have a lot of citrus in Spain, so citrus fruit. So people will think, oh, this is a great deal. Look, I get a plane ticket free. This is awesome. I'm going to take this. This is the dream. I'm following my dream. They get on the plane. They get to the other side. The people who pick them up are traffickers. In human trafficking, there's two players. There's victims and there's traffickers, which are known as pimps, or AKA mafia, pure mafia. So traffickers pick them up. They say, oh, let me see your passport a minute. Oh, here's my passport, just making sure who you are. They steal the passport from them, they steal all their papers from them, and they say, okay, now we just lied to you, by the way, that you're not coming here to do that, you're coming here to be a prostitute, and we want you to do that and raise money, and once you do that, you have to give the money to us. So the girls don't even get to keep their money, it gets given back. And if they don't do this, if they don't submit, they're beaten till they submit, or the mafia, once they hire that person takes the job and decides to come over, they find out everything about their family. Everything. They know who your relatives are, they know where they live, and they say, if you don't do this, we will kill your family. And in my mom's organization, there's been one girl whose family got killed because she tried to run away. Okay, so there's false jobs, there's lover boys, and all of it's a big thing where, like I said, girls are insecure. A guy comes up to them, says they're pretty, and notices them, and so they're like, Mom, Dad, this is the guy of my dreams, and they're like, okay, well, it can happen so easily. He can take her out on a date and be like, hey, let's go somewhere, and she's like, okay. They go to an apartment or a building or something, and the guy, and people get confused because like, he doesn't look dangerous. Well, trust me, the people who are trafficking, they look nice. They're supposed to look nice and be presentable and not have like tattoos and scary and big. And they're not supposed to look like that because then you would never trust them. It has to be a figure who you would, oh, I would trust this figure. So in those situations, they get into the building, and then the guy, you see a whole ton of guys there, and the guy comes up and is like, give me my money, I did what you wanted. And they got them a girl, and then thrown into prostitution, thrown into trafficking. Betrayal by trusting people. Once again, like I said about your relatives, here's a story from my mom's organization. There is a lady who had a son, and he needed a surgery on his leg. I think it was his leg. So she was looking for a job, couldn't find one. I think she was from Ukraine. So she's like, I can't find a job, I can't find a job. And her friend said, oh, in Spain there's a lot of jobs. You can go over there, you can make this much money in 3 months, you come back, it's almost like you never left. You can save your son, you can put him, get him in the hospital, get the surgery done, just do this. And the lady was like, oh my God, this is a great job, let's go over. She came over, she did that. Obviously it was a lie, she got trafficked, she got beaten until she was willing to go out on the street. But what she did, which was very smart, is when she gives back money, remember I said they can't keep it, she used to take little by little and stick it into her shoe, underneath in her sock, and save it. So, because when you come back in the house, they obviously search all of your stuff. They search your purse, they search everything to make sure you're not keeping any money. Well, she saved it in her shoe, and she saved enough to buy herself a ticket back home. And so we helped her get home. We helped her take her to the bus stop and got her home. So there's a lot of there's so many reasons I can spend hours just telling you stories and other ways to trafficking victims. It's so easy. Child abduction, simple kidnapping, whatever you want to do. If you're with a stranger, someone you don't know, it can be any possibility. So how to stop human trafficking? First and foremost, kill the demand. Kill it. You kill it. Sweden did that. Sweden is, on January the 1st, 1999, Sweden became the first country in the world to introduce a legislation that penalizes the purchase of sexual services, not the people selling them. So far in our countries, we've been fining the girls. It's not their fault. Do they want to be out there? No, they don't. But what's happening now, Sweden was smart, and what they did is, if we kill the demand, we kill girls being out there. So what they did was they fined the men, and that has brought down the prostitution in Sweden. Second, raise awareness. What are you doing? Are you raising awareness? Are you telling people that it's a possibility? Are you bringing that about every day? That's important. And thirdly, give time and money. Give your time. Find an organization you want to support. Give money, give time. If you don't have money, just give time. You just can go out and do whatever you can to raise awareness, buy t-shirts. This is the organization of my mom, by the way. This is why I'm wearing this. And, try to raise awareness, bring it about. So that is how you can stop human trafficking. Do I have any questions? Yes?
Is there a lot of human trafficking in the U.S.?
Yes, I meant to say that. Florida is the third state for human trafficking. So it's the third biggest state with most human trafficking. So yes, it does happen a lot here.
I heard you mention mostly women are trafficked. Are men trafficked as well?
Sorry. Men are trafficked, but the majority of them are women. Little boys and little girls are trafficked. And, everybody is prone to, is susceptible to human trafficking. Usually if they're little kids, they're usually for child labor, normally, but they also can be used for sexual purposes. So, in conclusion to my topic, human trafficking is obviously an injustice that needs to be stopped, and we need to do something about it. So I encourage everyone to raise awareness, get into an organization, do something to stop this. We need to be the voice for the voiceless. Thank you very much. Woo!